We start in 1790, and France is broke. The king spent billions of dollars on funding expensive wars and projects, leaving the kingdom poor.
France was currently under the feudal Ancien regime, in which the king continued to exercise total political control over the nation and its finances. So when the kingdom was doing well, he was loved, but when the country ran out of money, like now, all the blame was on him.
While peasants had to work overtime in the fields to make up for this, the king and his friends partied up in the Palace of Versailles, miles away from the starving peasantry. But Enlightenment ideals like individual rights and the social contract were making their way into French society.
This resulted in social unrest, and when the king tried to increase taxes on the local governments, they refused, causing a conflict between national and regional governments. This, combined with new political clubs and activists, pushed France close to rebellion.
In order to control this, the king called together the States General, but this only made things worse when the commoners left the assembly and created their own assembly and swore an oath called the Tennis Square Oath, guaranteeing the rights of all Frenchmen.
This document, called the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, was one of the first to guarantee equality for all men and was eventually expanded to include women and freed all slaves in France, guaranteeing them equality as well. The document is the foundation for the modern French Constitution as well as many others around the world.
Encouraged by the news of this event, the citizens of Paris stormed the Bastille on July 14th in order to get weapons. This event marked the beginning of the French Revolution.
Over the next 5 years, France became a constitutional monarchy and cycled through various factions of republicans, monarchists, reactionaries, Jacobins, and others trying to take power, until the king was caught trying to flee the country and sentenced to death, turning France into a republic with no king.
Out of this chaos, a lawyer named Robespierre took control of Congress, starting the Reign of Terror, executing thousands of people suspect of being monarchists.
However, outside of France, the other European monarchies were getting worried of the revolution spreading to their own nations and overthrowing them. France's old enemy, Great Britain, was especially cautious of the revolution and funded many uprisings in France, and formed the first coalition, consisting of Austria, Prussia, Portugal, Spain, Naples, Holland, Russia, Tuscany, Savoy, and the Pope, to put France back in its place.
Seeing this chaos, major powers of Europe declared war on France, but through the actions of a young Corsican general, France managed to push back the combined armies of Austria, Prussia, and Britain, securing the safety of the revolution and the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity.
However, eventually, the people got tired of war and power struggles and chaos, and the new directory in charge of France was seen as weak and corrupt. Through the help of his allies, the Corsican general and now war hero Napoleon Bonaparte took power in the coup of 18 Brumaire, becoming first Consul Bonaparte and finally bringing the revolution to an end.